Hello everybody, how are you today? So today's my birthday, the 7th of January. 35 years old my body is, and it's 2017. And my online Facebook friend called Dave Gianni, as far as I know, from British Columbia, Canada. And I'm in British Columbia too, actually. Actually, I'm not sure if that's British Columbia where he's from, but anyway. He asked me today for my birthday if I suggested I could make a video for anyone, like for my birthday. So he asked me to talk about brotherlyhood, or divine relationships, or more enlightened relationships is what I'm going to call it also. So basically speaking, I'll get off the main road, it's a bit noisy, but basically speaking I want to talk about, today in this video I want to talk about connecting, letting down the barriers. It's about letting down the walls and the barriers that we've constructed in modern society. So we're all on different levels, and some of us can connect. We can connect to people on our own level much easier. You can't create a connection with someone who has too many walls or barriers. But if you can just, the thing is, you have to live to be yourself in life generally. So be your true, authentic, real self. And that's not the fearful self. That's just, well, it is partially a little bit. You can call that real or honest, being like honest with your emotions. But deep down in your heart, you know that self that feels like almost like a child and free and joyful and playful? That's your true self, okay? So when you be your true self and you express yourself openly and honestly, and you express the love or care or the friendship you have in your heart, some people won't see that, or they'll ignore it, or they won't like it. But the vast majority of people will recognize your good energy, and some of the people will love it, and they'll gravitate and be drawn towards you, so to speak, or befriend you. So nice making a video in nature, you know, like lovely snow. Check it out. Beautiful tree, hanging out with the tree. So nice. Everyone's so nice to get out in nature. I really encourage going for a walk in nature, no matter what the weather. So nice. I used to go running in the rain when I was younger. So beautiful, faraway mountains. So in this video I'm talking about connecting and interacting with your environment. And it could be a tree, but also on the human level. On the human level we're talking about embracing others and letting down your own walls. So regarding self-healing and self-growth, this video will be about healing, letting go of what doesn't serve you, letting go of any blocks you have so you can connect with other people. And it's really all boils down to yourself. It boils down to connecting with yourself. Because I've said in various other videos, the top two reasons why we get sad, lonely, depressed, sick, anxiety, all these stuff, it's disconnection and blockage. Disconnection and blockage and stagnation. Like, it's disconnection is the main one, and then blockage and stagnation is the second one. So everything can be boiled down to that: physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So our work is to look at our emotions that are messengers. That's our spiritual work. Like, if we want to become like happier in life and have better relationships and a better job and a happier life, healthier life, a more fulfilling life, and a more peaceful life, we all want peace. Our job is to investigate and become aware of our behaviors and our emotions that fuel and drive our behaviors. Because at the end of the day, everything that we do and say is fueled or driven by an emotion. And it can be either like a positive emotion or a negative emotion. And no emotion is truly negative. It's only about how we learn to become aware or unaware, or conscious or unconscious of that emotion, and then how we express ourselves. So that's the spiritual path. It's about learning how to understand ourselves, as Socrates says, know thyself. So an emotion isn't bad unless it isn't bad at all, but unconscious, reckless, destructive behavior of an unaware emotion, of course, does have a negative consequence. So what I want to say also in this video regarding relationships is, if we wanted to, there's no rules in life, by the way, except for the physical laws, but they can be broken also depending on our state of consciousness and our focus of the mind and our belief systems. But there's no rules. It doesn't matter what the government says. Like, who are they to tell us what to do or be? Like, there's no one in charge and control of us. We're free beings. We are deserving, holy, divine, worthy beings. So, as a result of being free, we can connect with anybody, anything, in whatever way we want to. And the question to ask ourselves is it destructive or causing disharmony and disruption or separation? Or is it causing happiness, joy, unity, and connection, and fulfillment, like pleasure, good stuff? So, in my life, what I do is I just go around whenever I'm feeling good, which is a fair bit of the time, and I'm having fun as much as possible, and I'm connecting and I'm playing with people and in my environment within social reason to a degree. Of course, you can't be crazy. You can't be like going around running naked in the supermarket. Not that I'd really want to do that there anyway, but you know, you have to fit in to a degree, obviously, otherwise you're going to cause yourself trouble. But you know, you can treat people like friends and family. This is what I'm getting to. It's your choice as a free being. You can treat people more like friends and family, as a brother or sister. And in my life, my relationships are bad, like when I have strong expectations of people, and like I'm demanding or pressurizing people to do stuff that I want that they necessarily don't want. So that's one thing you have to ask yourself in relationships. Are you giving people the freedom to be themselves? And not only the freedom, but actually are you supporting and encouraging them to be their highest divine self, their greatest version, or their the best you, the best them that they can be? So there's a difference between self-love and putting up boundary of someone who's being really like bad behaviored, and then a difference between expecting, like we want good behavior, and we can't expect good behavior all the time, but if someone's obviously doing too much bad behavior, then it's time to like practice self-love, self-worth, and self-deserving. But in general, like if I, like for example, like in my life, if I wanted to go to the market today, which I tried to go to, and it's closed, I couldn't start trying to force my partner to come with me and pressurizing her and giving her a guilt trip or criticizing her. See, some people do this in their life, and I have to give her the freedom to practice self-love and to nurture herself and to be happy. So that's what we want to do in each other's lives. So it's about being conscious and loving, and it's about being conscious and connected to ourselves and living a conscious life. It's about wanting the welfare of other people and practicing the welfare of ourselves. So for me, you know, everyone, like that person over there, like they're just another brother and sister far away, you know? Like, I'm not interested in all this like status or roles like president or like, you know, minister or captain of the team or, you know, even father and mother of the household. Like, I don't really care like too much about all these roles, no labels. They're nothing. They're almost nothing. Like 1%. 99% is the deep down, fundamental, deepest, beautiful truth is we're all equal and we're all divine sparks of holiness. You know? Some people call it God, Goddess, Source, Spirit, maybe Yahweh, maybe Allah, but everyone's got different belief systems. But for me, in my opinion, the deepest truth is we're all branches on the tree of life or the universe. So we're all universal beings. So everyone already has my respect, you know. I don't need to only respect the captain or the big man or the big woman, you know, the big woman, the big guy standing on the pedestal. For me, everyone's equal. We're all like Forrest Gump. For me, everyone's like an idiot or a stupid simpleton. And I'm speaking a little bit freely and jokingly now. But like, I love the energy, the embodiment of the clown, the silly man, the silly woman, the simpleton, basically speaking. The humble, non-arrogant, non-prideful, open learner who isn't attached to their ideas, isn't attached to their like behaviour. They're free to be silly. They're free to act like as if they don't know anything, like a childlike innocence. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's my favourite quality. Like, you can hear me talking about it and my energy becomes like jumping, more alive, right? So like, I like to just connect to people on the simplest level. Like, I goof around, be silly and playful, and I just like laugh and joke. So like, I don't care if someone's like a cashier. Like, some people think that maybe that's a bad job, but for me that's a brilliant job. Every job isn't about your job, it's about how you do your job. It's the energy you bring to your job. It becomes a holy job. You know, But also, even in that regard, we can switch jobs to jobs we find more like joyful and more fulfilling to us, and then we can bring sacredness to that job too, that we find even better. So everyone, I just want to encourage you to be more like Forrest Gump. Be humble. It's like, who cares? Be an open learner. So many people are attached to their beliefs. Have you ever noticed that? To get into arguments, I believe this, you're right, you're wrong, I'm right. Like, look at your emotions is what I want to say to you. Do you get triggered? Your shadow comes up. Your shadow is your unprocessed, undealt with emotions from the past, your hurts and wounds and experiences from the past that you have not integrated or processed into your life yet. That's going to be hanging around following you like a shadow. That's why it's called the shadow. So until you actually sit there being aware of your emotions, or walk, whatever you're doing, sit, walk, do, shower, and you're aware of these emotions coming up with you, pain, anger, whatever it is, until you shed the light of awareness and accept non-judgment these emotions, and even better still, learn to understand them, then you're going to have a crappier life. Until you do this, you have to be aware and accept and love, embrace and learn from your emotions and make peace with your past. You have to revisit your past in your mind and memory and cry and let out the pain, whatever you want to do. And everyone, I'm going to give you a really good tip right now, okay? If you want to learn how to make big steps in improving this also, if you lighten your diet, this will help bring up old emotions. This happened to me lately. I've switched to more eating a lot less diet, more juice diet with herbal teas and juices, like pasteurized organic juices from the shop. Just basically eating less, because you use around 80% or more of your energy on food, which is a massive waste in my opinion. You can tap into abilities as you cleanse and strengthen your organs and cleanse your body. All the toxins and rubbish and waste. There's so much of it in our lifetimes, everyone, we've accumulated. So it's a really good journey, to be honest. It's really fantastic. It's like a beautiful trip to be alive. Look at all this, guys. It's so beautiful. Ladies. So nice. So whenever we improve our diet, lighten it up, make it more pure and less toxic and less heavy, we will free up the chance to heal energetically, emotionally, physically, mentally, and you have lighter vibrations in life. You have more happiness, way more peace. Whew, way more peace and happiness, everybody. Much more joy, higher emotional states. I've been really enjoying the benefits of doing this in the last few weeks, and also like doing regular enemas to cleanse myself too. Taking herbs. I made 4 herbal teas this morning. I made nettle tea for my partner. I made nettle. So that was a funny experience. So the lady was like, "Who are you and what are you doing?" And I was like, well, I was like hesitant to answer her because I didn't really feel her energy was too good, and in the end I was right. And then I was like, she seemed maybe like, I said, so you're concerned or worried I'm some sort of weird guy around here, but I'm just like making a YouTube video. Like, why are you making, what is that? I was like, it's making a video for the internet. Like, it's my birthday today and my friend asked me to make a video. And she's like, and then she just like turned around and I said like, who are you? Or like, what do you do? Or I said, like, what do you do? And she's like, none of your freaking business. So anyway, that's pretty funny, eh? Check out the mountains, nice. So she kind of upset me, to be honest, like just really like distracted me from the video, and then like just being in like, I don't like to be interrogated, but I was hesitant to answer her, but at the end of the day I thought like compassionately that maybe she's like a worried woman, like wondering about like this guy hanging around her neighbourhood. So I respectfully and politely, with care, decided to answer her. But otherwise, I was almost thinking of like just not answering her. But you know, I did out of care. But it turns out I was right. She was just like an unfriendly, like grumpy person. And I just couldn't continue the video there because she upset me, like she distracted me or disturbed me. But at the end of the day, like I want to be treated with love and kindness and care or friendship. She didn't say anything about happy birthday. She didn't say anything about the fact I'm trying to help people in the world, because I said I'm trying to like help people. And then she just was like unfriendly and just, I don't know, whatever. But then I was thinking she's probably just like maybe on drugs, like medications. She's like sick, mentally, emotionally, physically. So whatever. Then I just said like thank you to the universe. Like, this was a funny way. The universe is either telling me to like don't keep making long videos if you don't feel like it. But like I did feel like it was fine. But it was a bit cold. But like I know I never want to force myself to do anything, you know. Like, but I wasn't really. So I think the message there was a challenge in getting emotionally disturbed. Like a challenge in going on to a higher level emotionally, or yeah, about boundaries, about like intuition, because my intuition told me that she, I don't know, there's a weird energy like coming out of her house like with an attitude of ingratitude, interrogation and grumpiness, like interfering with my life. Like I don't want to accept that type of energy in my life. Like as I was saying in my video, like don't accept what you don't deserve, and I don't want to have any tolerance for people who aren't nice to me. Like zero. They basically don't deserve my energy. Like I don't deserve to do that to myself, to put up with like bad energies, bad behaviors. No shit, everyone. Like I mean that lovingly, but like people have to get to act together and be lovely and nice, like be in each other's lives really. Like you should never, like how often do you put up with crap in your life and it's contributing to your misery, to your sadness and stress. So anyway, it's okay, everyone, it's life. Like we can't always avoid everything, but we have to choose very carefully is what I'm saying. And I wish that lady all the best, but like what a sick lady, eh? So grumpy and disconnected. Anyway, I wish her all the best, but that's just the way she is at the moment. Feel sorry for her almost, but anyway, whatever. Who are you? What are you doing? See everyone, have a nice day. And then I like shouted to her when she was like walking away rudely. kind of a bit rude, to be honest. Then I shouted a little bit, like said to her, I can be here if I want. Because like I don't want to let people bully me, boss me, rob my time, steal my energy. Like that's basically what she did. She also couldn't hear me, so she's like, what? And I had to like, I caringly helped her to hear by going closer and speaking a bit louder to her ear. And then in the end she was like so rude, turning her back on me. So like this is an example of the type of people you don't want in your life, everybody. You don't want to like allow yourself to be drained and like hurt or like put up with that type of energy. Like so unloving, unkind, and like not nice at all. Like really low vibration, no sweetness, no love, no beauty. So like this is a really, really, really good example of what I was talking about today. And for me, if you like let's say somebody asks you to like meet you for lunch or for you to visit them, don't go for lunch or visit anyone who you don't want to spend any time with. If someone's not a lovely energy, stop wasting your time with them. Like seek and attract and make friends and people, connect to people who are lovely to you, not like those type of people. So, and if you do meet people and they end up not being nice or sweet or lovely or life enhancing and enriching to you, your spirit, your soul, leave. You stop acting like super glue. Leave. And then go somewhere else where you have happiness, fun, enjoyment, fulfillment, satisfaction, like positive creation, like doing something creative. It's fun to make a video in the supermarket, like around all the nice colourful fruits, eh? So everyone, let this be a lesson. Enjoy your life. You're worth the best, so be picky, super picky. Ditch everyone who's not like super good and be super good yourself, obviously, of course. That's a fundamental principle. Be sweet and loving and lovely, and then accept people who you are acting like. So if you're acting really bad, hang out with bad people. If you're acting really good and sweet and nice and acting as conscious and aware as possible, then allow and accept only these people in your life and more. Like keep learning and improving together. Work as a team. Don't be like pulling down each other. Uplift each other. So choose and pick uplifters in your life. Care for you, everybody. Care for you. See ya. So they didn't have any melons. I wanted to get like Piel de Sapo melons down there, but they didn't have any, so I don't know. I'm gonna go now. Bye everybody. So last thoughts, everybody. You can either chase food because you're bored in life, or you can chase emotions by eating way better and less food and more juice and lighter eating. and then you're chasing. Then you're not a food chaser. You're a high emotion chaser. Because sometimes when you don't eat the food, you think it's like, what am I going to do? I'm not eating too much because I've been eating a lot of juice lately. Or eating juice, drinking juice. So what you're going to do, I don't know, but what you're going to do is things better instead of eating. Do other forms of like entertainment or enjoyment. And what I'm chasing is actually, I'm chasing emotional well-being and joy. And I'm telling you, everyone is working big time, big time. Nice to end on the flowers, eh?